In the headlines, the supervising delegation of the National Assembly on the implementation of policies and laws on planning since the law of planning took effect worked online with the leaders of Cần Thơ City and the provinces of Long An, Sóc Trăng and Cà Mau. Cần Thơ City is developing its planning in the 2021-2030 term with a vision to 2050 in an integrated method featuring harmony, creating social stability, responding to the needs of building three major pillars of socio-economic development, environmental protection, and water resources preservation. The General Department of Taxation organized an online conference to announce the launching of the e-portal for foreign suppliers and the e-tax mobile application. Hello, it's a pleasure to see you again here in this edition of Cần Thơ News and Top News Today. On March 21st morning, the supervising delegation of the National Assembly on the implementation of policies and laws on planning since the law of planning took effect worked online with the leaders of Cần Thơ City and the provinces of Long An, Sóc Trăng and Cà Mau. Attending the function in Cần Thơ City was Standing Vice Secretary of the Municipal Party Committee, cum Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Council Phạm Văn Hiếu and Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trần Việt Trường. After referring to the reports of the four localities and listening to Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trần Việt Trường reporting on the difficulties and reasons for the tardiness of the planning establishment following the law on planning, the responsibility of organizations, collectives and individuals related to slow planning, solution to speed up the planning of Cần Thơ City as stipulated by the law on planning, the specific orientations of the city to materialize the planning of the Mekong Delta region, and the coordination between offices, departments and sectors in planning collaboration. Members of the supervising delegation agreed that localities have encountered difficulties in planning in the past time, and there are some inadequacies in planning policies and laws and their implementation in localities. This is the basis for the supervising delegation to perfect its report to submit to the National Assembly. Members of the supervising delegation also suggested the locality to well coordinate with the ministries and competent agencies to contribute opinions to national and regional planning and establish the planning of the city for the 2021-2030 phase. Coordination not being well carried out will not ensure the quality and feasibility of the national planning and the planning of the localities. Most plannings are being planned in parallel and have not been finished. Therefore, close collaboration between competent agencies and localities is needed in the establishment, verification and approval of the plannings. On March 21st afternoon, Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trần Việt Trường informed that Cần Thơ City is developing its planning for the 2021-2030 term with a vision to 2050 in an integrated method featuring harmony, creating social stability, responding to the needs of building three major pillars of socio-economic development, environmental protection, and water resources preservation. According to Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trần Việt Trường, the building of the planning will be researched comprehensively and appropriately to achieve the goals stipulated in Resolution number 59 of the Politburo. Therefore, the implementation of environmental partitions and environmental protection activities for socio-economic development, ensuring security and defense will be carried out in a sustainable manner. Along with that, environmental zones must be divided into strictly protected zones, low emissions, and water resources protection zones. For long-term development, Cần Thơ City will promote its internal strength, take advantage of the consent of the people and businesses, and support from the central level to build and develop the transport system, associating with the expressways and connecting with many urban areas. Instead of just developing in one direction from the whole river, as at present, Cần Thơ City's spatial arrangement in the future will be associated with major expressways. This planning shall not distinguish between urban and rural areas, but develop synchronously and harmoniously. The city planning agencies is hiring foreign experts for consultation to fully assess the current status, review, update, and compare with the Mekong Delta planning that the government has just promulgated on an objective basis. Cần Thơ City is expected to have 3 urban spatial partitions. Moving on other news. On March 21st morning, the General Department of Taxation organized an online conference to announce the launching of the e-portal for foreign suppliers and the electronic tax mobile app called eTax Mobile. Attending the function in Cần Thơ City was Standing Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Yoon Tấn Hiển. The e-portal at etaxvn.gdt.gov.vn will be the place for foreign suppliers to make a registration for tax payment as well as look up necessary information. In addition to that, the implementation of the e-tax application helps taxpayers who would install the app on their smartphones and tablets to register for an account for electronic tax transactions, log into their account and look up their tax duties. This is the goal towards modern, safe and convenient tax administration for all economic sectors and promoting digital transformation in tax administration activities, contributing to the implementation of the National Digital Transformation Strategy in accordance with the policy of National Digital Transformation of the Party and State. For the implementation of this task, Minister of Finance Hồ Đức Phước directed the tax sectors to continue promoting publicity and supporting taxpayers to fully access and use electronic tax services in the process of exercising tax rights and obligations. According to the direction of the Prime Minister, manual road toll collection will cease from June 1st. Cần Thơ Department of Transport has just had documents for concerned units on the installment of ID tax for cars to implement non-stop toll collection. The Department of Transport asked the units to review and direct the installment of ID tax on all vehicles under the management of the unit to use the non-stop toll collection service when going through toll booths and cease manual fee collection from June 1st. Cần Thơ Automobile Transportation Association is responsible for urging transport businesses to implement these work procedures related to the non-stop electronic toll collection by April 30th. Cần Thơ City currently has two toll collection booths of Cần Thơ Phụng Hiệp BOT in Garang District and BOT T2 in Ô Môn District that have implemented non-stop toll collection along with other localities nationwide. However, the vehicles still choose the lane of manual toll collection instead of non-stop ones. The groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of the Comradeship House and the implementation of Debt of People and Soldiers activities to welcome Chon Nam Thơ Mây in 2022 took place on March 21st in Dong Thang Commune in Cần Thơ District. Attending the functions were Commissariat of Cần Thơ City Military Headquarters, Colonel Phạm Ngọc Quang. Along with the groundbreaking ceremony of the Comradeship House, many activities such as the repainting of the fence of Muni Uddam Rangse Pagoda, the cleaning of Long Ống Canal, and the installment of lighting on the route along Cây Sao Canal with a length of 3.3 kilometers were implemented. The Debt of People and Soldiers to celebrate Chon Nam Thơ Mây in 2022 is organized by the military headquarters of the city in collaboration with the People's Committee of Cần Thơ District on the occasion of the Chon Nam Thơ Mây Festival of the Khmer ethnic group. This year's theme is The People and Soldiers of Cần Thơ City Celebrate 2022 Chon Nam Thơ Mây, taking place from April 10 to 12 at the An Nam Communist Party National Monument in Cần Thơ Town in Cần Thơ District, with many activities to contribute to the efforts of taking care of and ensuring social security of Khmer ethnic people of the locality, like presenting 500 gifts to policy classified families, poor and near poor households of the districts of Cờ Đỏ, Thới Lai and Ô Môn, building and renovating 12 comradeship houses, great solidarity houses, and presenting 100 scholarships for disadvantaged students among other sports and cultural activities. Cần Thơ City is promoting the mobilization of people to get vaccinated against COVID-19, striving to complete the administration of the third shot by the end of this month. The city will not miss out any subjects for vaccination, especially those with pre-existing medical conditions or over 50 years of age. Cần Thơ City will increase the number of vaccination sites at the health clinics to boost vaccination progress for people living, studying, and working in the city. Fixed vaccination sites will also be arranged to administer vaccine shots every day of the week. The district have checked the vaccine demands for giving basic and additional shots in March. Cần Thơ City has recently been supplied with over 17,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccines. Medical facilities are getting ready for the administration of vaccines for children aged 5 to 11 as soon as vaccines are available. And now, before moving to the close, let's have a look at the weather forecast. And that's it for this edition of Cần Thơ News. To watch our bulletins again, you can log on to our website at canthtv.vn. And now, thank you so much for tuning in. Goodbye and see you next time.